Good morning, y'all, and welcome to West Virginia. You know, that wind is something else. Let me go find somewhere else to start this video. Good morning, y'all, and well, that's not any better. Let me go find somewhere else. Good morning, y'all, and welcome to windy West Virginia. You know what? This is not working out here. I got some right now. I can go where the wind won't be bad. Good morning from inside my truck in windy West Virginia. We've been here a few days, and I'm gonna tell you, it feels like we're back out west. West Virginia wind does not mess around. I would love to show you the park. We're here at Brushcreek RV Resort in Princeton, Virginia, but the wind is just not gonna chill today. Kind of like this whole trip. Why are we here in West Virginia? Well, last year when Alicia got hurt, this is one of the places that we had reserved that we had to cancel, and they were nice enough to give us a credit. So we called up and used the credit for this stay. But we made some mistakes when doing so because we didn't consider that West Virginia has seasons. And last year things were much different. So when we plan to come here, we plan to go see the New River Gorge National Park. We plan to do the coal mine tours. We plan to do all kinds of things. Well, guess what? We can no longer film the national park, and we can't do any of the things we planned on doing because they're not in season. Everything here in West Virginia doesn't really open until April 1st, and that is next week. We're here at the end of March. There's nothing available to do. We're still going to see the national park, but we can't show it to you, but that's our plans for today. Going to the national park and go check it out because we still love doing those kind of things. We're gonna get our souvenirs from the visitor center. We're gonna do the General Ranger program for the girls. And now we have to figure out what to do besides the coal tours and the other things we had planned because those are not available right now. So while we get ready to go check out the national park, I'd like to take this moment to thank our sponsor of this video, RVmattress.com by Brooklyn Bedding. People often ask, how is you able to travel as a family of 5 with 3 young kids and you're always on the move doing adventures? Well, that's because we get great sleep. One of the first things we did was change out the stock mattress for an RVmattress.com by Brooklyn Bedding. We recently added a new addition to our family, and we knew we had to make some changes as far as sleeping arrangements go in our RV. Now, it came time to look for mattresses. We knew we wanted to go with RVmattress.com by Brooklyn Bedding because we have the signature hybrid in our master bedroom for 18 months now. It's actually the RV King. When Brooklyn Bedding reached out to us and said they wanted to partner with us, it was a no-brainer because we knew the quality and the comfort that their beds provided. We told them we would like a queen-size bed, 2 of them, one for the top bunk and one for the bottom bunk, so we'd have matching beds in the toy hauler section of our RV. Well, RVmattress.com is a Brooklyn Bedding brand known for top-of-the-line comfort and quality, plus their mattresses are made right here in the US and shipped conveniently to you for free. They offer different firmness options, heights, and dimensions, even RV-specific and non-traditional sizes to fit right into your lifestyle. When we were searching for an RV mattress, we actually just needed to fit a certain size. We wanted it to be a queen, but it couldn't be very tall because of the Happy Jack bed system. So we chose the 8-inch model because it allows the Happy Jack bed system to work just fine when picking the beds up into the storage position. They sent us the Dream Foam Essential Memory Foam in the 8-inch model. Now, we've had our RV mattress in our master bed for 18 months now, and we love it because it is super comfortable and it fits into our RV king size area. If it makes you nervous to buy something that you haven't tried, Brooklyn Bedding has a 120-night sleep trial, so you get more than 3 months to make sure that you love it. RVmattress.com delivers your mattress right to your door for free within the US. Plus, it comes rolled up in a box and it's super easy to set up yourself. The best part about all this is that Brooklyn Bedding manufactures their RV mattresses in their own factory in Arizona. That means they're able to use premium materials at a reasonable price for you with no middleman to bring up the cost. We love our RV mattress by Brooklyn Bedding, and we think you would too. If you're in the market for a new mattress, head over to RVmattress.com and check them out. Or you can click the link in the description below, RVmattress.com/Paving New Paths, and get 25% off your new mattress with the code Paving New Paths. Thank you to RVmattress.com by Brooklyn Bedding for sponsoring today's video. Now it's time to go enjoy the New River Gorge National Park. Are you ready?
I'm excited.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
Are you excited, Bob? It's pretty windy out. It's hard to paint. It is very windy out.
Very windy.
It should be called the windy state, not the mountaineer state.
Yeah, a gust just came through and I swear the RV moved a little. Like it was a big gust. So kind of glad we're not in the RV today. Sorry, buddy. You'll be all right. But we're going to go check out some pretty things.
If today was a move day, it'd be pretty sketchy. Anyway, off to the national park. Excuse me. Can you tell me, will this work here? Thank you. So we're getting ready to go check out the new River Gorge National Park. I hope y'all enjoyed the drive in. It's funny because every road we went on has a sign saying no large vehicles. I don't think they make a large vehicle road in this state. Everything says 18-wheelers beware, and the road reflects it. There's a lot of places the RV probably shouldn't have come.
Yeah, that road even had a sign that if you saw a big truck on that road, to call this number and let them know. So I have a feeling they've had some incidents on that road.
Also, fun fact, we have the SunPass Pro from Florida when we were down there last year. It actually works here in West Virginia. So that's awesome because we do have to use toll roads sometimes for the Virginia Turnpike. That's actually a toll road. And our SunPass Pro works there. So if you're ever going to be traveling along the whole East Coast, the SunPass Pro I think works in 21 states, and this is one of them. We're going to go check out the new River Gorge National Park. Wish we could show you what's going on, but we can't. But we'll talk about it and let you know if you need to come here or not. We had a great time in the new River Gorge National Park. It's a really weird national park because it uses the public highways to go between the visitor centers, and it's all over the new river. We started at the Canyon Rim Visitor Center, which is basically the new River Gorge Bridge. You get to go down below the bridge, across the old bridge, which used to be the only way to get across, and then back up the other side. And actually you learn that that is the biggest arch bridge in the entire world. It was pretty awesome to see. So you can see we're outside the park right now, but we're on a major highway. We then went to the Grandview Overlook, which used to be a state park, and it felt so much like a state park. Didn't feel like a national park vibe. Pretty cool. It was like a horseshoe bend, but of West Virginia. And then we ended at the Sandstone Falls, which is at the very southern end of the new River Gorge National Park. We almost got to go all the way to the falls, but we ran out of daylight, so we decided to stop at the last overlook. We wish we could have filmed it, but I'm not sure that this park would have done very much justice of filming because it really doesn't feel like a big national park. It's still, I think it's more like a natural preserve. It doesn't have the big grand natural park feel. Also, I thought it was funny, you know, even though we can't film, well, we can film, we just have to go through the process and pay some money. When we were in the visitor center, they were promoting their own YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts. So there's that. We can't do it, but they can. I thought that was funny. They don't want us doing it, but they have their own social media accounts, which I guess is good for the national park system. Promote yourself because people need to get out and see these. Another big thing about coming here is we had planned to go to the Beckley coal mine, and then our backup plan was the Pocahontas coal mine. Both of those are closed, so stay tuned to see what else we get into because almost everything we plan to do here we're striking out on and can't get done. Anyway, see you guys tomorrow when we figure out what else we're going to do here in West Virginia. Well, good morning and welcome back. So today we were going to try to show you guys some of the non-national park things of West Virginia. Well, we struck out again. The first place we're going to go is Brushcreek Falls, which is the name of our RV resort. It's right here by the RV park. We got almost there. The road is closed for construction, but Alicia's going to show you the falls because we can see it from the road. Here you go.
Well, there's not much there,
but it's pretty.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty. It was water flowing over rocks. It was not a big waterfall like I was expecting.
Don't get discouraged. We have like 4 more on our list of things to do that aren't national park related and are actually open, except for this one wasn't open. I thought you could never close a waterfall down.
Or are they open? I mean, at this rate, we have struck out 3 times, so we'll find out.
Let's go ahead and tell them what you said there today about West Virginia. Besides being struck out every time we try to do an adventure, Alicia said this would be way better
if it was greener. Everything is brown and dead. I mean, some of the trees have leaves coming back. So if we were here whenever everything was all green and lush, or when the leaves are changing colors, I think I would like West Virginia a lot better. Right now it's giving me Arkansas vibes. And no knocking Arkansas, because when we were there also everything was dead. All the leaves were on the ground.
Again, this is because we're from Texas. Texas doesn't have seasons.
Right.
Like, things are green basically year round. We're here at the end of March, and this is basically still out of season. It's something we didn't consider when we decided to go north, that some places might actually not have green trees the whole year like we do in Texas. Anyway, off to the next waterfall. Hopefully it's open. So we finally found a waterfall that's not closed. Not much of a walk from the parking area, but here we are at Pipestem Falls.
Caden, tell everybody hi. You say hi? That's his new trick he's learned. Good job.
That was pretty cool, actually. That was real cool.
Yeah, I think so too. It's definitely worth the stop.
Also, it's right here. There's our truck. There's the waterfall. Not a big investment on hiking, because you know how our traveling partners really don't like to hike all the time.
We saw the steps and we thought we were going to get to walk down to the waterfall, but it's not. You walk kind of up the steps and then come to this little gated area, and it's right there. It's pretty awesome.
Apparently West Virginia has waterfalls like this all over the state. But we saw something right back here we're gonna go check out. It's called the Pipestem State Park, and that looks pretty cool, and it's right here next to the falls. So instead of driving all over the state looking for open waterfalls, we're going back to the state park. Welcome to Pipestem State Park. And just like everything else in West Virginia, I think this is also out of season because there was no gate guard. We've been driving around. There are some guys playing at the golf course here, and I think Alicia's onto something. Because West Virginia looks like it could be pretty, if it was green, that's beautiful. And the whole state looks like that. It's just not in season. But if this was green and lush, it really is a pretty state.
But it's brown and dead. So we look at a lot of sticks. Sticks above us, sticks in front of us, leaves, brown leaves below us. That's usually how it goes.
You're gonna judge West Virginia based on
I know, we're gonna get killed in the comments for this, because I'm sure West Virginia is pretty. I need to go on Google and look at some pictures of in season, or maybe go watch some YouTube videos, because we're not doing it justice.
I still think it could be pretty. Actually, I think this is pretty because I like mountains. Green mountains would be better, but I still like mountains. Look at the sign on all the visitor centers. Closed for season. Also, the gift shop. Closed for season. Most everything here in West Virginia starts April 1st. That's next week. Look what we found. They have their own tramway and zip lines. And down there is the river. This place is like a destination vacation, I think.
I know. I think this is our first state park that we've seen the tram, and then also zip lining at the state park. Like, yes, take me there, parents. I want to go there all summer.
They also have cottages, RV sites, and
they had a splash pad.
Yeah, at playgrounds, an 18-hole golf course.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a pretty cool place. They
have stables with horse riding.
Yeah.
They have everything. Just not today.
We just are a few days too early.
Oh, I know what it is.
What?
When the leaves show up, that's when everything opens here, right?
So, You looking for something that's open in West Virginia?
I haven't found a single thing open in the state yet.
Even through that?
I don't know how many fails we've had, but this video is like all the things you can't do when you come to West Virginia.
All the things that are closed in West Virginia.
Hey, you could do this, just come back next week. Welcome to a lazy day at the RV park. And we're gonna start off by breaking in our new Pitboss. Remember, we got this a few videos ago and we haven't even broke it in yet. So today, we're gonna get it full of pellets, get it primed up, and we actually have to take the grating out and get the plastic off because they ship it with oil so it doesn't rust. So we have to go through the burn-in procedure to burn the oil off, and then we have to season it, and then we're ready to cook. So we're gonna get the burning procedure going, and we're gonna work on some maintenance things around the RV while we barbecue and hang out here at the RV park. The first step is we have our hopper full of pellets. Now we have to prime it so that the pellets can get to the firebox. We have the fire started. It's going good right now. I'm gonna go ahead and put the heat shield on and the grates, and we're gonna let the temperature settle down, and then we'll start the burn-in procedure. So we have it set at 350. We're gonna let that burn for a while. We're gonna work on something else on the back side of the RV. A little tip I'm gonna share with you guys about your water filters and how to know when it's time to change them. So how do you know when it's time to change the water filters on your RV? Well, it's really easy. If you go to a campground that has good water pressure and good flow, and your shower is not good, but you recently had good showers, that's likely due to the fact that your filters are clogged up. Now we run the Blu Technology R3 3-stage water filter, and it's awesome. We also left the onboard filter on from Grand Design. This one is rated for 0.2 microns, and that one's rated 5. That one is first, that one is second. So ideally, nothing should ever go through here that clogs that one up. But I have a feeling that all four will be dirty when we take it apart. And the reason we know this is it's been freezing lately, so we've been running off our water pump on the RV. Our water pump puts out 60 PSI, and it doesn't go through the filters, and the showers are amazing. Well, we moved here, and this place actually has 60 PSI. And now running through all the filters, guess what? Our shower is not good at all. Our shower is actually pretty miserable. So that's a pretty good indication that it's time to change the water filters. Now I know pressure doesn't equal flow, but having more pressure is a likelihood of having better flow. So I'm gonna go inside and I'm gonna show you the difference between from the city hookups going through the filters versus from the water pump not going through the filters. That way you can know the difference and when it's time to change your water filters. Here is what 60 PSI through the filters from the spigot looks like right now. That is pretty lame. So you saw how bad that is? Alicia said that's no good. She can't even wash soap out of her hair. It takes so long. So now we're gonna swap over to the onboard pump and pull water out of our freshwater tanks. Here is 60 PSI from the onboard pump not going through the filters. As you can see, that is way better. Judging from that, it's 100% time to change those three for sure. And most likely that one anyway. That one's only rated for 30 days. It's been there 2.5 months. But I figure since it's 5 micron and that one's 0.2, that nothing should ever go through here to clog that one up. So the onboard one from Grand Design was actually not that bad. So there is the used one and there is the new one. So not too terrible, which means that one is catching all the stuff and it's not really making it to here. But we're gonna go ahead and change it anyway because it is a little dirty, but it's not terrible. So when you get a Blu Technology filter, they send you this cool little tool right here to break off the filter housings and give you access to the filters. Let's see how dirty these filters are. So these filters were doing their job and they are beyond dirty. So there is the pre-filter. And just for reference, it's supposed to look like that. Here is the Tasty filter. And this one looks just like it, but you have to look inside to see the difference. See how much dirtier it is? And here is the other filter. I believe this is the high flow filter, and you can see it is full of gunk as well. So we're gonna get all three of these changed out. These are going in the trash, and we should have good water flow back in the RV again. So do you want to see what it looks like after we change the filters and we run it through the city supply to the shower? Here is 60 PSI through fresh filters. Got a little air in it, but you don't have that. Let's see how much better that is than before when we didn't have the filters cleaned out. So that chore is done, and now our water pressure is back to being good. They lasted about 2.5 months, which we run a lot of water through our RV. So that's actually a lot of gallons that went through that little system right there. Now, if you want to save yourself some money by trying out a Blu Technology R3 water filter, any of the filters, as well as these awesome braided water lines, check the link in the description below. You can save yourself some money. They're awesome and we love them. Let's check on our barbecuing our metal grates. They've been at 350 for about 20 minutes. They say you're supposed to look for an even browning right there. Now we're gonna turn it up to 375, 450, my bad, 450. Now we're gonna go to 450 and we're gonna let it cook for about 20 more minutes and then we'll be done with the burn in. All right, we've had it on 450 for about 25 minutes. Looking pretty good. Now we're gonna let it cool down and go through the cycle of shutting off, and then we're gonna season it. Now that it's cooled down and we can touch it, it's gonna take all these pieces out, including the heat shield, and we're gonna season them. So seasoning is we're putting our own oil on it to make sure it doesn't rust, to help it be non-stick, and to protect it. We're gonna use vegetable oil, but you can use canola oil. A lot of guys use bacon grease. So many things you can put on here. You have to make sure it's a high boiling point. That way that you don't burn the oil. Like if you use olive oil burns at 375, so it'll actually burn the oil on the grate. We have our grate covered in oil. We're gonna run it up to about 400 degrees, give it 25 minutes, and then we should be ready to start cooking on our brand new Pitboss. While that seasons our grill, y'all want a quick tour of this RV park? This is called Brushcreek Falls RV Resort in Princeton, West Virginia. And here's our site. Pretty big sites, not terrible. The roads themselves though could use a little extra, because when you come in, there's a one way in, one way out. And they have you zigzagging around through all this stuff right here just to get over here. And now it looks big on camera, but without this little piece right here that they've added, there's no way we were going in this site without being on the grass. Also, some of the entryways up here, the angles are pretty big. Not terrible, but not exactly big rig friendly. You can do it, but it gets tight. So here's the front entrance. So there's the road we came in on, and they tell you if you keep going that way, it's no good for RVs, no matter what your size. That is not a good way for RVs, especially because there's a 13.5 bridge. But she says any RVs that go that way, it's gonna involve an insurance claim and a tow truck, because it's bad that way. So when you come in, make sure you follow the directions they give you. They are aggressive, but they're there for a reason, because that's the point of no return. So here is the front entryway, and you pull up right here next to the propane tank and you go check in at the main office. Here is the main office, and right up front they have gem mining, which is not in season, so it's not available. And they have this awesome American flag right next to this really big putt-putt course. And this putt-putt course looks awesome. Unfortunately, it's right next to the pool that is also empty because it's not in season. And just like most of everything else in this video, we're here not in season, because the putt-putt course is actually closed right now too, because apparently there's a putt-putt season. It's kind of my fault, because I didn't think about that when I reserved this, because we were reusing a credit from when Alicia got hurt. When we were supposed to be here, all this stuff was in season. You can see there's all that campground down there. That's a fishing pond. Nothing's going on right now because this is not season for West Virginia. Now I know why it was so easy to come in, because we're here before they open most of the things up here in West Virginia. And you're asking, when is the opening season? They open everything here April 1st. That's next week for us. You guys will see this probably 3 weeks after that. But even then, I'm not sure I'd get in the pool in April up here, because it still does get pretty cold at night. That's some of the things I didn't think about, because we've never been this far north, that certain places have seasons. This is the entryway. So you are parked up there checking in, you have to come down this road, and you have to go right here and check her right next to that building. For us, it was a big deal to avoid this curb and not hit those stairs because of that stop sign and that car. Like I said, not exactly big rig friendly. I know there's some big rigs in here, but maybe the way they told us to drive is not best, because I've already found out there was probably a better way to get over there, but that's the way they tell you to drive, right through there.
Bones.
What kind of bones?
It looks like a hip bone. ask you because we don't really know. It's over there.
By the way, this is the playground. It's not the one they advertise, because the one they advertise is under construction or not in season as well. But this is the one we got.
Hey, the girls are having a good time here. You should go see the playhouse. She's been decorating it. She's doing some interior decorating or exterior decorating.
So what do you think about this place?
I think it's okay. It'd be a lot cooler if it was in season. I mean, it's like you can look but you can't touch kind of place right now. So, I mean, the lady was nice enough. She's like, the putt-putt course hasn't been cleaned up, but you're welcome to come play around if you want to. Did you tell them? Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. We tried to play putt-putt and we told them we didn't mind a little bit of dirt. And she goes, well, it's not in season. But if you want to play, you have to pay. Yes. And I said, I've never had an RV park that had putt-putt that made you pay. And she goes, well, that's how we do it here. And I was like, well, we don't really want to play anymore. And she goes, well, fine, we'll let you play. We'll let you play for free. So just a note, if you're an adult, it's $5. And it's all you can play. It's not just one round, but $5 per adult, $3.50 per kid. But since they're out of season and they hadn't cleaned the course up, she said she'd let us play for free, but we haven't made it over there yet.
What's up?
You gonna show them your decorations?
It's the first one right here. This is what me and Mommy made.
Y'all been decorating?
Yeah, and here's my plants.
Here's your plants.
So now come over to this one. So this is what I did.
Oh yeah? Just a real Joanna Gaines, huh?
I found those bones. See what you
Look
found.
at
What are those?
I don't know.
It looks like a hip joint.
You know, we're in the woods in the mountains. I mean, it could be literally anything. So the campground is not actually terrible. It's just nothing's in season. It's affordable. It's $48. I wonder if that's the out of season price.
Oh, probably.
Like, I wonder if it costs more whenever it's in season. No, it shouldn't, because we used a credit and we had it for in season time and it didn't cost any more to stay here.
Oh, okay.
So it's $48 all the time.
Yeah.
Although if even in season, I'm not paying to play putt-putt.
I would say if you're sensitive to traffic noise, you might not want to stay here, especially in our site, because there's a little side road that a lot of big trucks or dump trucks go down, and it's very loud. Plus you have this main road.
That's Highway 77, the West Virginia Turnpike, and it never stops.
Yeah, it never stops. So if you're sensitive to that, which we're not, this might not be the place for you. But I mean, it's nice enough. You definitely can tell people are just passing through. Like, there's so many trucks that are still hitched up to their rig, so they're just staying for the night and then continuing on.
Yeah, out of all the people here, there's 3 or 4 you can tell are working here in the area, and the rest are just passing through every day. Every day it like turns over. So that being said, would I come here again? Only if we were needing a stopover for a night. I would not stay here again to do adventures, because I think we're too far away from everything as well. Like, even if we would got through everything that was supposed to be open, we're driving an hour and a half to get there. We should have just gone further north, closer to everything. But this one, well, I'm not gonna lie, they have a great website. They have a great website.
Hey, and if you have a child or if you're an adult that's into the gem mining stuff, they do, you showed them that, right? Yep. So they have that, but she mentioned today that the prices for that are $8 a bag up to $42 a bag. So I bet you get some pretty sweet stuff on that $42 per bag price.
Guess what?
What?
That's not in season either.
I know, but if you come during season and you're into the rocks
Are you mad
and
about
the gem
the gems?
mining, he said, I wanted to go swimming. He's ready.
I don't know. Even if next week the pool opens, I'm not getting in it next week.
Yeah, so us Texans, we're not getting in this pool till June. Although it's hot today, it will not be hot water, I'm sure.
That's the park, Brushcreek Falls RV Resort in Princeton, West Virginia. We have our barbecue pit burnt in, seasoned in, and ready to start cooking. We're gonna break it in with some chicken drumsticks, and we got them covered in Kosmos Qs. We love Kosmos Qs. If you've never tried it, you should give it a try. We'll link it down below. We're not sponsored at all. We just think it makes awesome stuff. We also have some jalapeno poppers, and we're gonna put them on here and let them cook as our break-in meal on the Pitboss. We're also gonna watch some March Madness, because this is what normal everyday RV life looks like. Little maintenance, little barbecuing, little hanging out the RV in the playground, just having a good time. Hope y'all enjoyed it. We'll see you tomorrow.